So I'm out here at one of my favorite places to go hiking and looking around. It is a little bit cold. It is the first time I've been out with a camera in 2019. I made a New Year's resolution to get outside as much as possible, even though it is the cold, gray, Midwestern winter that I love so much. I'm hiking down an area in our town of Stoughton that's called Cooper's Causeway. It's one of my favorite places to come looking for birds, bird watching and hiking. I can go do about a 2.5-mile hike through here pretty quick. But I was here the other day and it was nice and sunny, and as soon as I saw this, I should have gone and grabbed the camera equipment and come back as quickly as possible. It was nice and sunny. I noticed that this backwater area along the Cooper's Causeway, which is a small stream running through it, was still open. The water wasn't frozen. On a bright sunny day, I found a spot that was just full of fish. So I've come back today. It's about 5 days later. It's been quite a bit colder. The water is still open. I'm glad about that. But what I'm hoping is that the fish will still be where they were. They were only in one spot. And there were hundreds of fish, and there were several species. I saw crappie, bluegill, chubs, shiners, rock bass, all kinds of little things that you don't normally think about going and seeing during the winter. So we're going to try to shoot an episode of fish watching in January in Wisconsin on a cloudy day. This may not work. So here's what's making this opportunity possible this time of year. This is flowing water. It's coming from a residential area. I would not trust that it's not polluted, but it's definitely not cold enough to be frozen solid. I've been here in cold winters when this does freeze up pretty solid. And then as you come downstream, it's pretty shallow here. I don't see any fish right here. Then as you get a little further down, another stream enters it, and where those two streams enter, there's a big pool. Now I feel pretty confident that the fish are still here, because as I've been walking into this little junction area, I've been buzzed several times by a belted kingfisher. And normally these birds aren't here this time of year, because usually all of this water is completely frozen over. But if you've got open water and you have fish in open water, then the kingfishers won't go further south. Here he comes back again. I'm going to see her really quietly. I'm going to see if I can get this bird to come in closer to us so you can hear him and you can see him. There he is. He's right there on the end of that little stick. I wish I had my telephoto lens. But he'll fly, and you'll be able to see him scoot off. That's his little chatter. I think I'm probably disturbing his fishing. I think that he normally likes to be much closer to... There he goes. So I'm definitely going to have to go over there where that kingfisher just went down, because he's finding fish. There must be a bigger pool over here in this much smaller stream than I thought. Wouldn't it be really cool if I could actually get some video of him going down on fish in the winter? pretty cool. But before I do that though, we're gonna see if we can do a little fish watching down here where I know the fish are probably at, and we'll let the Kingfisher kind of get used to what he's doing. I still hear him chattering over there, and maybe we'll get lucky and get some videos of him fishing a little bit later. So this is the spot right down here, right behind this little bit of branches. When I first walked up here, I could see this huge bait ball of shiners. There must be 1,000 or 2,000 shiners right there. I'm hoping that the rest of the fish are still there too. Now I did mention that I am in a residential area. This is where I live. And as I was sitting here looking at the water, a very friendly black Labrador retriever decided to go swimming right here. Uh-oh. Please don't come in. Crap. The water got clouded up a little bit, so I'm going to have to let it rest a little while before I can get my camera equipment down there to see if I can get some underwater video of these fish. There are still a whole lot of fish in there, but the water is a little bit cloudy because of the dog. And because I'm actually above the fish, they are scared. I mean, as soon as I get over the water, they scatter. So I have to let things calm down a bit. I might actually have to put the camera in the water and just kind of let it sit there for a while. And maybe more fish will come along. I think I need a longer arm, a longer selfie stick for my camera. I could slide right into this creek right now. So now I'm going to try something that we haven't done before. I have a new toy. I'm getting ready to go to Columbia at the end of the week, and I thought I want to take a small fishing rod with me. This is a tenkara fly rod. Think about it as a telescoping cane pole. This is as big as it gets. I've already got this rigged up. I can take this little cap out here. Set it down. And this is the line. I'm just going to pull it out. And I can very carefully now pull out the tip of the rod Then as I pull it out, I'm going to tighten it. Just like this. This rod is about 11 feet long. It sticks out there quite a ways. I'll back it up so we can see the end that counts. And I'll have to unfurl this, but what we're going to play with is I put a little fly on here, and it will hopefully trigger a bite from some of these very small fish that are in this stream. And then we'll be able to get a look at the fish in hand, as well as seeing them underwater. Never tried this before. They may not bite at all, but considering that ice fishermen catch an awful lot of fish this time of year, I think that we're going to hook some. Lots of fish are looking at it, but none of them are biting it. They'll come up and bump it, but none of them are really taking it. I thought that I would see the bluegill or the crappie come and hit it pretty hard, but they're not interested. Next time I do this, I'll have to bring some little wax worms or something. Live bait always works. Well, no luck with the tenkara fly rod. I'm going to put it away and get the underwater video camera back out and try to get a little more footage now that the water is a little clearer. I also want to go back over there and see if I can find out where that kingfisher was fishing, though I haven't heard him around. I think he's taken off. Now that I've got everything all spooled up, I can just take the little cap, put it down the side of it, take the rod, and it's good to go. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to trying this in Colombia next week. I think this is going to be a real game changer there. A lot of times we try to get small cichlids and things out of really brushy areas that you can't get a net into, and I think that this is going to make a world of difference. Might have to use some live bait though. Well, that kingfisher's gone. I haven't heard him in a while. I suspect I kind of scared him off. I did walk back up here and take a look to see if I could see where he was fishing before, but the water looks really thin. I don't think that he would have been able to hit the water and actually get down deep enough to catch a fish without hurting himself. So I suspect that over where we were filming is exactly where he was hunting. So I might go take a little walk for a while and then come back and see if he has returned and see if he stages on that. Maybe we'll get lucky. If not, well, this will be the end of the video, and I'll leave it with a little more underwater footage from where we saw all those fish. Too bad we didn't catch anything with a hook and line though. Next time I'll bring some live bait.